So today on my channel, let's deck the halls 60s style.
In Grandmother's house, the tree was always decorated with wonderful things to eat, remember? Like chestnuts and cranberries and every kind of fruit. But with my children around and helping, well, I can't expect it to stay on the tree very long. In fact, I think I'll steal a lemon myself.
Just as in past decades, Christmas traditions in the 1960s often involved spending time with family, singing carols, and exchanging gifts. Christmas parades continue to be popular. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade kicked off the holiday season in grand style. Spectators were treated to floats, larger than life balloons, marching bands, and appearances by many of the day's popular celebrities. Local parades featured classic holiday characters like Santa, his reindeer, and elves tossing candy to delighted children lining the streets. Small town parades had their own hometown stars as well, whether it was a local weatherman or the popular morning radio DJ. Shopping was still a central part of the season. Families would browse elaborate holiday window displays. Department stores competed for the most magical decorations, and children would press their faces against the glass in awe of the moving mechanical elves and reindeers. Christmas Eve church service was still a staple in the 1960s. Families bundled up to attend midnight mass, churches filled with the glow of candles, the sound of the church organ, and the warmth of fellowship, all mixed with the anticipation of Christmas morning. The 1960s introduced us to timeless holiday classics like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and A Charlie Brown Christmas. This was a magical era long before the days of internet streaming, DVDs, or even VHS tapes. When these cherished programs aired only once a year, turning each broadcast into a highly anticipated family event. I remember my mom popping popcorn while my dad built a fire in the fireplace as we eagerly awaited the start of these beloved shows. And TV series did their best to entertain us at Christmas as well. Art Carney of the Honeymooners played a boozy department store Santa Claus who wishes for the meek to inherit the earth, if only for one night, on the 1960 Twilight Zone episode Night of the Meek. The Monkees, the Christmas show, starred the Munsters' Butch Patrick as a spoiled rich kid who Davy, Mickey, Peter, and Mike were hired to babysit. Or how about Cindy Brady asking Kris Kringle to cure her mother of laryngitis in the 1969 Brady Bunch episode The Voice of Christmas? Introduced in the late 1950s, shiny aluminum Christmas trees became a sought-after trend in the 1960s. Unlike traditional evergreens, these trees didn't require ornaments in the usual sense. They shimmered under a rotating color wheel, casting ever-changing red, blue, green, and yellow hues across their silver branches. Aluminum trees became a stylish alternative to the upkeep of real trees and perfectly complemented the space-age aesthetic of the time. But many families still preferred a natural evergreen decked out with classic glass ornaments and strings of multicolored lights. Wreaths made from aluminum, silver foil, or flocked materials in white, green, and even pink popped up on doors across America. And in households, tinsel garlands, silver bells added a touch of sparkle, while handmade decorations like paper snowflakes or felt Santas crafted in homerooms or glittering stars created in Sunday schools filled homes with holiday cheer. In 1963, Andy Williams released his Christmas album, which featured the joyful hit It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, while Nat King Cole beautifully sang his rendition of the Christmas song. The Beach Boys released their Christmas album with songs like Little Saint Nick and The Man with All the Toys. And the British invasion influenced the pop culture scene during the holidays too. The Beatles mailed special Christmas flexi-disc recordings to their lucky UK fan club. Edited versions of those recordings sometimes made it to America, but US fan club members often received a postcard instead. Christmas dinner in the 1960s saw your classic holiday foods. Roast turkey or ham remained the center of most tables, accompanied by mashed potatoes, stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Green bean casseroles and jello molds, often complete with fruit or marshmallows.
Our top hat salad is a conversation piece, but very easy to do. For the top, we molded lemon gelatin in a fluted pan, tucking unpeeled apple wedges around the edge. The perfect dressing for this is America's favorite, light, lively Miracle Whip, made with more expensive ingredients. Spoon it right from the jar. The jar that says Miracle Whip salad dressing, created by Kraft.
One trend that grew during this decade was hosting cocktail parties. Adults would gather to enjoy hors d'oeuvres, plates of deviled eggs, cheese balls, pigs in a blanket, looking effortlessly cool, sipping on Manhattans, Tom Collins, or martinis, shaken, not stirred. Meanwhile, kids could snack on treats like popcorn balls, candy canes, and gingerbread cookies. So let's talk about the toys. The Barbie doll was introduced in 1959 and continued to be wildly popular throughout the 1960s. Ken was introduced in 1961, followed by friends Midge and Christy in 1963 and 1968. Mattel even gave Barbie a little sister named Skipper. And Barbie went to the moon in 1965, 4 years before Neil Armstrong stepped his space boot onto that made of cheese planet and said the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." G.I. Joe entered the scene in 1964, becoming the first official action figure, marketed as a fully posable figure, unlike the dolls you might find in your sister's toy chest. The box that G.I. Joe came in called them a movable fighting man, appealing to young boys with their military inspired gear and changeable uniforms.
G.I. Joe attack! Boom, boom! G.I. Joe take battle! Bam, bam! Horrific battle!
The figures were also impressively large, standing 12 inches tall. And it makes you wonder how many Barbies dumped their blonde surfer boyfriend Ken and ran off with one of the Joes. Boys and girls alike loved Etch-a-Sketch. This portable drawing toy seemed almost magical and could be enjoyed over and over again. Games were still a big hit. Operation, Aggravation, The Game of Life, Mystery Date, Twister, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Easy Bake Ovens let kids bake their own miniature treats, and Light Bright offered a light up design board where they could create glowing patterns with vibrant, colorful pegs. Chatty Cathy charmed children with her sweet voice, asking for a cookie, suggesting they play school, or simply saying, "I love you." As the 60s faded and new traditions took shape, Christmas from that era still holds a special place in our hearts. It was the time when families gathered close, neighborhoods twinkled with C7 bulbs, and simple pleasures meant so much. Those cherished memories, from the shiny silver aluminum trees to pink flocked Christmas wreaths, remind us that magic of holiday seasons doesn't just come from the latest trends, but from the joy of being together and making memories that last a lifetime. No matter how much time has passed, those 1960s Christmases are forever etch-a-sketched in holiday history. If you have any memories from Christmas in the 1960s, please leave them below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much. Oh, Merry Christmas.